if we don't often do things that are completely different. So I'm just going to start the base face while waiting for people to arrive. If you've seen the thumbnail, oh yeah, I am excited, but I'm excited because it is something new. But I also there's a lot of lines, a lot of designs, a lot of graphics, and so we are going to do that. But we're going to just lay down the base face first, and then I will show you what we're going to be working with. I'm going to put this cloth over my laptop because that's where the picture is. Thank you for being here. Oh, you know what? Let me toggle. Hey, Janet. Let me toggle. Okay, so I'm just putting the cloth over my laptop keyboard. So what I Leah contacted me on Instagram to see if I wanted to be part of a small group collab based on tarot. And I was like, oh, that'll be different. I was like, oh, okay. So I did agree. So, and the look is due between the 5th and the 6th. So I asked someone who is involved in tarot, like, can you pick out some inspiration for me? Because I didn't want to pick the wrong card. Hey, Kathy, welcome back. I didn't want to pick something that was like, I'm going to die in 7 days. And they were like, that's the ring, not tarot. I'm like, I know. But I didn't want to pick anything that was just kind of out there. And so they sent me some inspiration. And so the card we're going to do, I asked them if I can say like what they said the card, well, why they chose the card for inspiration for me. And I did text to see if they're okay with me sharing that. So I'm waiting to hear back on that. But so what we have, we're going to be using gems. This is my gem container. And we're also going to be using, this is my eyeliner and gem powder. And is there also glitter in here? Yes, in here, the glitter liners, and also different glitters, loose glitters from Mayron, and also their precious gem powder. And you do need a mixing medium for, well, you can use it for the glitters too. So I have that here. I have out a bunch of containers. Hey, Janessa, to mix the different gem powders. I have a vision, but I'm still just, hey, Haywood. And so that's what we're going to be working with. Gems, and we're going to use the gem powders and the glitter to do lines. Janessa, I sent you a text. Okay, thank you. Because I was really like, because it's like we know who we are and how we are. And when someone reads you to a T, and it's like, damn, like, they really see me and know me. And that was a really good feeling. So I did print it out, the cards that I asked Janessa for inspiration, because she reads tarot. And so she sent me 3 different inspiration pictures. We're going to do a base face first, just to even out my skin before we start doing the designs. And so the first one she sent me, the card is the Fool. And I'm like, I'm goofy. And so what she said was, I laugh at this girl, thank you, Shanessa. The Fool. She had put, this card is all about new beginnings, taking a leap, trusting in the universe. And this made me think of you really jumping into your pro MUA business and committing to the adventure. And I'm just like, hey, Alexandria. And so with that, I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then the second card was, it was a version of Strength from the Goddess Tarot. And Oya, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, OYA, is a storm goddess. Represents growth and independence, and is very electric. She wants to get things done. She gets them done. Very much like me. So I'm reading what Janessa had wrote. I'm glad you had today off. Oh no. Is it because of the weather, your head cold and chest congestion? And the third one she sent was the Emperor card. And she said it represents control and authority. This reminds me of your logical mind and how you approach things very plainly and openly, very blunt and with clear expectations. And I was like, yeah, that is me too. But looking at the cards, the full card, it's a person standing out and they're holding like one of those sticks with a bag on the end, like a hobo bag, and there's, um, birds, there's jewelry, there's patterns, there's designs, there's some pale blue in there, there's some light pink lavender in there. Most of the lines are gold based, and so I'm thinking with some of the lines, some of the designs is to put the gems, like do the designs and put the gems in the middle or put glitter. But it's really a nice picture, and they have the most things to do, and so I was kind of like, the emperor is sitting on a throne. He's wearing red, has on a crown, and there's orange gold. His clothing is red. He has on, silver boots, his armor boots. And so I was just like, I don't know, because my mind sees it literal, and I'm like, can I draw a chair with a man sitting in it? Even though for the fool we're just going to play with lines and shapes, but I was having trouble visualizing like what to do to represent that card. And Leah said it can just be anything that represents tarot. It doesn't have to be literal. And so I like how she gives us like a lot of wiggle room. Get it out the shop for a new carry-on bag, says Janet. And the third card that she sent, the strength card, it's a woman with a red dress, has a couple pale gray lines in it. She's wearing like a reddish orange crown, and there's some deer in the background, and she's in front of it looks like just in front of a forest, and so there's like a lot of green, and then there's some lightning. So I was really just Yo, and she just sent me these last night. I asked her like a week ago. So I'm looking at these like, damn, I gotta do this look tomorrow. And I'm looking at the looks like, But I wanted something, not to say fun, because I know I'm gonna enjoy whatever look I do, but the fool really got me. Because my first thought was like, I am goofy as hell. And then when I read what she wrote, new beginnings, trusting the universe, taking a leap, trying something new and committing to it. I'm like, yeah, I'm that fool that if I think I can do it, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna just really give it my best. And I am really excited about the business. I think I mentioned yesterday that I am going to be on the flyer for an event in May, and that's my favorite event too. So I'm just like really excited about that. And I posted for model call and other stuff. So we'll see how that works out. And so I feel like I am finding where I want to be as far as what types of makeup I want to do. And yeah, I am feeling really good about it. There's still a lot of background work stuff to do, just, paperwork type stuff. But yeah, y'all, I'm just like, wow. And when I backtracked and solicited for reviews. Y'all, I did like 25 faces since I started. So it's been like a little less than a year and a half. And I was thinking like, damn. Because I remember in the beginning, it was like, okay, why people don't want their face done for free? But then after all was said and done, to do like over 24 faces, I was just like, damn. And it may not seem a lot like for a career, but then I'm like, I'm just starting. And so I was really proud about that. And I was just like, girl, you did some faces. And granted, a lot of it was events and just a few individual here and there. And I'm okay with that. So I do kind of feel like that's where it's going to be. And there are more options for what type of looks to do when I'm at an event versus a person. Because one of the individual clients was for a formal dinner. Another one, she was a contestant for a contest, and so she was going to be on stage. And they have the projector thing. So if you can't really see the stage, you look at the projector and you see this person, biggest day. So one look was for that. And that was fun too, because they both wanted different looks. One wanted just like a glam look with a red lip. I was like, ooh, because y'all know me with neutral lips. I'm just like, And the other one wanted a whimsical look, and that turned out well. And she was really excited, and a few other faces. Another one was for a formal dinner. And so, hey, Kelsey, how are you? You shop online. Hey, how are you doing, Kelsey? And so I really do enjoy having, I don't want to say a balance because it is more creative looks that I do, which is what I really want to do. But I also know there's a lot to learn. I did schedule Mondays live for members only because we're going to bust out some new stuff that I have not used before. And we're going to try some new things, and I'm excited about it. I have thought whether or not I want to um, do a sci-fi course, and I kind of don't think I do. Um, in a way I do, but in a way I don't, because y'all know I kind of just like to do my own thing. But with the class, though, you learn the basics. However, because of the way online stuff is, you can find stuff online. You know what I mean? And oh, this is getting to the end, y'all. It didn't want to pump out. And Mayron, they do, short videos, how to do stuff. And so I kind of feel like if I wing it and I practice that I can get where I want to be with that. But we'll see, because maybe like next year I'll be like, guess what, y'all? I enrolled in a sci-fi makeup class. You know what I mean? And so we'll see. But that's why I am with that, because I do really feel like that's where I want to be. Or with the theater group. My goal, where I really see me, is with a theater group. Because there will be different types of makeup to do. Some creative, some just regular. And I think that'll balance me out really well with doing what I am leaning toward, which is creative makeup, but also keeping my toe in regular makeup. You know what I'm saying? And so that is, I'm going to say it, like that's my goal. And I know it's going to take time because I am really still new to this. It's not even been 2 years yet. Actually, it hasn't even been a year. Because I started October 2025. Damn, y'all. This is 2026. I ain't even been a year. So I did over 24 faces in less than a year. I'm thinking it's been like 2 years. September will be 1 friggin' year. What? Oh my gosh. Well, in that case, I'm doing really good. With the number of people I had so far. And I remember in the beginning, it was just like, why nobody want their makeup done? And then here we all are. I'm looking for a spatula. I think I might need another one. Ooh, and I do have paper towels here too. Take out a couple spatulas. Thank you, Kelsey. Are you having a good day or evening? I don't know where you are in the world. I'm in Delaware, and we do have people that watch me from overseas, and so that's why I always say day, night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We're going to put this on under here. I haven't given up yet. Part of me is just like, girl, just go get concealer match, but I have so much stuff to mix. I'm like, just keep messing with it. So, and this is like going to be way dark, but we're going to see what it does, and we are going to mix it with another color in here. Yeah, I have more than enough stuff, but y'all know I like to have stuff, and it does come in handy too, believe it or not. I was watching a video about, we're going to use the same brush we use for concealer, and we're going to mix that together. This is 2 different shades. This is, I posted on my community tab, Makeup Forever right now is having, we mixed these two. They're having a 30% off sale, which is awesome for them. I don't think I've ever seen over 30. Y'all know I love these face palettes. And if you do get one, I would suggest the HD Skin Essentials all-in-one palette, because those have concealer, color corrector, bronzers, contour, blush, and highlighters. And they do have different colors. Like this one is light to medium, and then I have their medium dark, which is the one I normally use for me. Or if you like color and you want the artist color palette, because they run $88, y'all. So for 30% off, I do highly recommend it. whether it's just an all-in-one face palette, because your whole face is in here. You just, put on your primer, put on whatever you want to use out of here, and then set your face and you're done. So that eliminates carrying a lot of powder products, or just individual products too. And yes, at this point I have every single one of them, even though I didn't need every single one, because even just having 3, I had enough colors to mix and match. Hey Dawn. And so I do recommend those. And for 30% off, yeah, because they're expensive. Don't I usually do this before I put foundation on? This is a brush we use for foundation. My mustache area will not be denied. Right here, y'all. I'm like, what this? It will not be denied. It will not be denied. Oh, man. It just will not. And I know I can do it because I've color corrected other people. And maybe because my mindset is different. Like for me, I'm just like, oh, I'm just here doing a video, whatevs. But when I've color corrected other people, they're like, oh my God. Like I've never seen my face one color before. When I powder down, it's going to look like I didn't even do anything under there. And this is why I brought the roller paper towels over here so that I can clean off the palette in between, like whatever I put on here. When I'm doing faces, I do wipe it off and then I spray it with cosmetic sanitizer spray and then just let it air dry. But for me here, this is what we do. So we're going to powder down. I have out the Mayron powder and the Fashion Fair. We're going to use the Mayron powder since we are going to be using a lot of Mayron stuff. Where's the thing that put the brushes in I used? Right there. And I can go over there. Let me grab this brush. Excuse me. I did schedule the collab with Janessa for Monday. We're going to be using a cryptic palette finally. And she sent me, it should be here, Monday. The Made by Mitchell bronzer sculpting shades that she decided not to keep. And so I will probably also use the Made by Mitchell stuff. Oh, that's Blend Bunny, the sculpting palette. It's the shade she didn't want, because she got all 3 for light, medium, and dark skin tones, which she will use because she does theatrical makeup. And so I'll probably use the Made by Mitchell stuff too, just to have a face full of stuff that Janessa sent me. So I am really excited to try that, and she's been excited for me to try it. Because I stay in my box, y'all. I find something I like, and that's kind of it. So it's usually House Labs or Hourglass. And she really loves Blend Bunny. So I'm excited to try those. I'm still conflicted about the blush and bronzers that I purchased. But I do know if I really love the formula, eventually I feel like I would buy, all 3, because I like to have all the things, right? And I do always set cream products with powder. And so it would come in handy. Or just use this Mayron powder. It's nice, y'all. Mustache area. What the hell? It just will not be denied. And it looks like it's been getting darker and darker over like the last year. Just touching to see, is the foundation dry? It is looking darker here from that product I put there. But and so I'm looking at the designs in this picture. Hey, Linda from Denver. Hi, I'm Dion from Delaware. Well, I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Delaware. Nice to meet you. Colorado is pretty. So we're just doing this to even out, but my face still doesn't really look even. Like, I don't understand. Because usually that Fenty foundation, like, covers everything. And I'm still seeing, and not that I mind, like, my freckles. But I did want more of a blank canvas for the designs. This is interesting. Have I been delusional that the Fenty was covering more than it looks like it's covering today? Yeah, I'm kind of thrown off. You know what? I'm probably also used to the Fashion Fair powder because it adds a little tint to it. So let's use some of that. They chose, you saw me in the fact that you didn't have to jury duty. I was like, they chose 2 groups and that was it. And I asked my doctor to write an excuse for me because it is challenging. Well, it spikes my pain to sit for long periods of time. And so he just wrote like, it was like a one statement, a one sentence statement. And so I uploaded that and, you know, I got a letter saying I was excused. Because y'all sitting in them types of chairs, even driving more than 10 minutes, like my back pain flares up. Going on like 20, 30 minutes, you know, my hips start to hurt. Well, Justin, welcome back. I'm still, yeah, that's what it was. The Fashion Fair does give me a little bit of coverage. I didn't realize how much it gave me coverage until today. All right, so we're gonna, hey Stormy, how are you? Welcome back. You've been here before, right? Your name looks familiar. We're going to put a There Not There shadow on my lid. So y'all know we're going to the dramatic palette, right? For a shadow to blend in. I'm not sure. Probably we'll start with this one and see, and if that doesn't just blank out, because I know I have discoloration on my lids, particularly in the inner corner. Don't poke myself in the eye. The inner corner, and my lids are looking kind of orange. So we're just gonna blank that out really quick, and then where's that brush? We're gonna use that same brush that we used for concealer and blank that out. You need to cut your hair this short because you have alopecia. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I keep it short because I am just so low maintenance. I was in and out of braids for like over 10 years. And then I spent about 2 years trying to learn how to deal with my hair and my texture. And I spent about 2 years, as I said, and a lot of money because I'm looking on YouTube, this and this and that, and I still don't know what texture my hair is. It's not 4C, but it's not like the whatever the 3 one is, where it gets really curly. But it was like a soft fro, and it did have some curl to it. My hair isn't kinky. And so just automatically thinking I had like 4B or 4C hair, like no, because the stuff they were saying to do, like my hair was just doing its own thing. And one of my aunts, she was like, oh, do this and do that and do this and do that. And so I did it. And I was sending her a picture and she'd be like, I don't know what kind of hair you got. And I'm like, I don't either. I'm trying to figure it out. So it was very frustrating to say the least. I spent hundreds of dollars trying to figure it out. And that's the disadvantage of not being raised, just wearing my own hair out. And I understand that my mom was a single mom, and so she didn't have time, you know. So my cousin Sue, she would wash and straighten our hair with the hot comb on the stove, if any of y'all are familiar with that. And then when the Jerry curl came out, she made me get the Jerry curl, which I didn't like. And so they put a straight perm on top of the Jerry curl perm, which messed up my hair. And so I just kept getting perms for a while and then found my way to braids. So making a long story long, I just did not and was not taught how to deal with my own hair. And I spent so much time and money, and it was just more and more frustrating. And so after that, it just kept getting shorter and shorter. I had a faux mohawk, like this. The top was like this long for like a couple years. And then it was just like, you know what? I said, just take it all off. And he was looking at it. I said, yeah, just cut it all off. Just cut it all off. And he was like, you sure? I said, so yeah, he cut it off. And you know what? It is so freeing, y'all. I retouch it every 3-ish weeks. And just like with braids, it doesn't matter if it rains, if it snows. Like my hair, it ain't going to do nothing but what it do. This is all it's going to do. We're going to start with this one just to see, but I think this might be lighter than I want, which means it might be perfect. And I love it. And when I see people out, women out with short hair like mine, we always acknowledge each other. We always do. And a friend of mine, she cut hers short, but she kept maybe like an inch, and she has a natural curl pattern to her hair. And I'm just like, damn, like mine's just this is what it do. Like it don't curl up. But yeah, so she loves it. And so even if I'm at like BJ's and somebody walks by with short hair, they'll be like, and I'll be like, I see you. This is so cool though. Or if I'm at the VA hospital or a grocery store, like we just always acknowledge each other. And I don't know why. It may be because of that era that was like, I am not my hair, or this thing like you have to have, long, flowy, straight hair. So I do think it is part of that, which is unfortunately a conditioning thing because growing up, who did I see on TV? That's who my hair wasn't like that. But it also wasn't, a kinky fro either. And so I still think that a lot of people are still conditioned with having long, straight, thick hair. And I see it in videos here on YouTube. How to grow your hair. Just because your hair might be short doesn't mean it's not healthy. But there's this misconception, we have to have long, straight hair. Hence the wigs, the weaves. I'm not knocking it. I'm really not. You were doing a creative look today. Thank you, Linda. I did put on foundation and face powder, but yeah, I do really like my looks. I'm looking yellow. My face is not the same shade as my neck, but my face right now, to me, you know what? It's the lights. Because in the mirror over here, I actually look the same. But looking here, I'm looking very yellow. What the heck? And so we're doing a creative look. It's going to be lines and designs and yeah, and gems maybe. You can see the scalp. That's how bad it is. Oh no! Have you thought about just going bald? Because I do know some people do that and they look nice too. I've seen some bald women, and I don't know why, if it was, alopecia, or they just decided, like me, cut your hair, and then they're like, you know what, let's just go down to the scalp for real. Like, I don't know what their situations were, but I think people be rocking it. Women that go bald, they be rocking it. I'll be like, damn, that look good. So I'm just taking out. These are all of my brushes I use for eyeliner, upper lash line, and for, it is something in my eye, for graphic stuff. So I took out 2 of the MAC 210s already. Let me take out a couple of these. Because the lines are very detailed. Oh, thank you. You're going to try and go to dermatologists. I do recommend that. And hopefully they'll be able to do something that'll help. Hi, Irvin. How are you? Make sure you all thumbs up and subscribe. But yeah, when I see you don't get paid, so that's my issue, says Dawn. What did I miss? What did I miss, Dawn? You're celebrating the fact that, oh, you don't have jury duty. You're 30 minutes late. All right, so I'm going to keep rolling. Oh, it's good to hear, Irvin. I'm glad you're doing good. So I'm just really trying to pick what brushes to use. Take out a couple of these. The lines are so thin. And that's why I'm like, what brushes do I want to use? We're going to take out this one. So this is what we have out for right now. We have 2 of the MAC 210s. And 2 of these that came with the kit. And a lethal brush and a Sigma brow brush. This is the E75. I'm looking at this picture like where to start. I am feeling a little overwhelmed. Thank you, Irvin. And one thing I didn't think about, somebody has said to me, they were like, oh, I couldn't, they were like, that looks really good on you. I could never do that. And I'm like, why not? And they said they don't have the head shape for it. And I'm like, you know what? That's something I didn't consider. Because some people do have like ridges and lumps and bumps. And all I have is a scar from when I was a kid. I have a scar from when I was a kid back here. But I don't have, and then where your cranium dips in. But that is it. And that's something I didn't even think about was, do I have the head shape for it? Because what if I would have had like lumps and bumps and all types of stuff? Because then once you cut it, it's too late. Just gotta let it grow back. So, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but quite a few people was like, I couldn't do that. I'm like, yeah, you can. They're like, no, I don't have the head shape. And I'm like, oh, okay, can't even tell. Yeah. So the accent, all the lines are in gold. And this would be easiest. This is a cream palette, but then, thank you, Stormy. But then I would need to set it because it's a cream. And so we're going to be using, I think we're going to use this powder, this gem powder. This color is, did I not put the colors? This is Topaz, and this is from Mayron. So we're going to take that out of here. What other color? So I just reorganized all of this stuff last night. Because I'm like, I can't just be having, this is bronze. I don't know if we're going to use that one. Because I wanted to have like all of the gem powder, the glitters, the eyeliners in one container. He does have some blue. This is a glitter pastel blue. And this is also from Mayron. But then we also have turquoise. We might use that one instead of the glitter. Y'all, the glitters. Why did I think I did in the pink? The pink is a lighter pink, but we may do that. This is a glitter. Y'all, their glitters everywhere. Everywhere. This is almost used up. Look at that. Do we want to try to get something out of there? Yeah. All right. So I am feeling a little overwhelmed. We're going to trace out some things. I took out two. They're right here in front of me. I took out one. Thank you for being here, y'all. And thank you for bearing with me when I'm figuring out what to do. This is Midnight Snack from, I'm thinking that we're not going to use that. That's going to be too dark. We're going to put Midnight Snack back, and we're actually going to take Contemplative State, which shows mustard on me, so it's not quite the gold. Let's watch this against Groundwork, which is what I put on my eyelids after the primer. Because to trace out, I don't want it to be visible for when I put something over it and then you still see that line. So let's take out two lipstick applicators, and we're going to swatch both of these on the back of my hand. So Groundwork. It is a darker tone. We might do that one. And this is Contemplative State. Contemplative State matches my eyelid, but when I get closer up here, it looks more mustard, because y'all saw the discoloration. Where am I at? On my eyelid. So we could, I think maybe we'll trace out with that. Alright, let me wipe that off. Alright, we're going to trace out with Contemplative State. This is going to be a long one, y'all. I can feel it. I'm starting to sweat. Where's my remote control for the fan? It's, y'all, our temperature dropped down to the 40s. It's like 71 outside right now. I do have my balcony door open. My neighbor came up for a visit. And so I'm like, after like 10 minutes or so, I'm like, I can smell your perfume. I said, no. I said, no. I said, that's your lotion or your soap, isn't it? And she was like, yeah. And she's like, I'm sorry. I just have sensitive sinuses. I was like, no, it's okay. So I opened my balcony and turned the fan on over there because it's humid outside. I'm wondering if I want to use this brush for the lines. Yeah, let's damn it. Okay, excuse me, y'all. I'm thinking of just doing a border first because it is a card, but then we're going to do just symbols for the card. So it's not going to be literal. This mirror is casting a shadow. All right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So I'm just tapping this in. Whatever look that was that I was doing, it's crooked. It Locke said she was holding my breath when I drew the line. Damn. And this is why I didn't want it to show up a lot. If it isn't straight, it still isn't. This is a good color for this, at least for where I am right now, because it is blending in a bit. That's not the line I wanted to deepen. I wanted to deepen this one. So there, this is just a dry lipstick applicator. And the thing with that is that it also takes off the foundation and whatever's underneath. I don't think I'm gonna come down because of how my hairline is. But we'll do, and this would not really be straight either because my face, it's not straight, are we? I did not want that up there by my lip. Where are you? I can see it in the mirror over here. All right, let's put this down. Okay. We are going to, so this is just going to be lines and designs with gems in between. And this card is the Fool. Throw caution to the wind and just try something new. And that kind of fit too. On top of what, excuse me for smacking, Janessa has said it, why it made her think of me. Taking a leap of faith and trust in the universe. Oh, that's a bump right there. Because I'm like, okay, where is it? I'm gonna do that other line again. If I can see it. Now I see where the first line is. I apologize, I'm not saying much because y'all know usually I'm chatty Cathy, as they say. So how are y'all doing today? If I didn't already ask you individually. quiet. You're watching, you Gabby. Thank you. I don't want to bore y'all because I feel like I always talk a lot. And like I'm not this time. And I do like long form content where they are talking. I don't really care for music too much because it's overstimulating for me. Let's switch up and do the gem powder. Got my mixing medium for the Mayron. And I have a dropper. We're going to put some in one of these containers from Bahama Breeze. That might have been too much. Too much! So we're going to do 2 of these right now because we're going to go back and forth between the turquoise and the topaz. Just because I don't want to deal with the glitter. The gold glitter. Yo, that glitter is so messy. They actually got out of the office at a decent time, so I'm watching while playing a video game. Oh, that's awesome. I'm always glad for when you go home. And I know it's an hour difference from us, but I'm just like, oh man, she's still at the office. Oh no, that's a glitter. So we're gonna take, let's start with topaz. And it does have a shaker, which the glitters don't. So we're going to you want to come out and play? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so I'm tapping it, and we have gem powder. Okay. So let's go ahead and pour out some of the pastel. No, the turquoise. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that in the other one. Is there plastic on here? Ow. I apologize. I did not. This one still had the plastic on it. I'm just tapping some into the container on top of the water. Ooh. Okay. Too much. Too much. Alright, I'm going to take one of these brushes, the Fenty brushes. We're going to mix up. I think I need more gem powder in here. Yeah. This is my first time working with the gem powders. So thank you. Keeping me company whilst I experiment. Okay, this is nice. Okay. So it is, and it does say it turns into like a molten liquid. That's pretty. There's a lot of water. I don't want it to run on my face. So I'm wiping this on the side just to get some of the excess off. And we're going to go over some of those lines. It's going to be really crazy when we get to the gems because I don't know if they're going to stick on top of my skin with foundation and powder on. I cannot. I should have just did this in the first place because I'm having trouble seeing in this mirror where the lines are. I see it where you are when I'm looking here. But I'm not seeing it over here. And now I do see that other line. I'm back. Says on had to pay rent. Man, my rent went up. It was supposed to go up $40. I went to talk to her So it's going up 20 instead of 40 starting this month, y'all. They do take care of the property, and so that's why I don't complain a lot. But it's still a lot of freaking money. My rent is now $1,400. Yes, $1,440. If I hadn't talked to her, it would have been $1,460. That's a lot of freaking money. Where else did I put? I'm looking down here, I can't see. I'm like, where is the line? I'm like, why did I do that? And then I can't even find where it's at. Did I put something over here? I don't know. This is nice to work with, the gem powders. I feel like there's something somewhere else. I don't even know where that one is over here. And that is above the line, and that is okay. Y'all, detailed work is, it's something. Grace's video made me want to do everything. Grace's video made me want to go everywhere and buy stuff. What kind of foundation concealer? Concealer for under my eyes is the Natasha Denona NY11, which is a good match for that. I'm debating on whether or not to go get matched for my mustache area, because the NY12 did work and then it doesn't anymore. So I'm thinking whatever little bit of tan I had has left. And the foundation I use is the Fenty 335. And I alternate between, I have both the luminous and the soft matte. The soft matte oxidizes, the luminous one doesn't, but they both end up being like the same exact shade. I realized with the luminous one, it made me more luminous than I wanted to be, because I don't go for a shiny face. So I'll use that with a matte primer. And when I use their matte foundation, I'll use their luminizing primer. And so that's how I kind of do that with those. And I think once I'm done with all of the Fenty primers I have in backup, I think I will just use the Milk Hydro Grip primer, because I do like this. But then, yeah, I may just use that one across the board. I don't want to look like a bull. Is that together? No. And so how the designs are, the gems are inside the blank spaces. And that's what's going to be fun. Hashtag frustrating. Let's move on to the turquoise. We're going to take the other MAC 210 brush. We tried somewhere, I read somewhere that we get new skin every 14 days. Well, I know our skin does shed. You never go in stores of any kind, and now I remember why. Yeah, our skin sheds anyway. Like every day our skin sheds. Like just in general, our entire body. So our skin is constantly renewing itself because it sheds daily. So So I don't know about new. But your skin continues to grow and build. So I guess it is new because if it sheds, you know, it replaces itself. I'm mixing the turquoise in here. I put too much water in it. So I'm putting more powder in it. So I'm just mixing it up with this brush. I'm going to tap it on the sides because it is too wet. I apologize, I'm not saying too much. Thank you all for being here. I do think a class would be fun, but that's a time commitment. And I don't know if I want to make right now. Thank you for the hearts. And then it's also it being only a year, even though I thought it was more than that, which is like crazy to me. Just seeing how the business develops, you know what I mean? And also, and it won't lock me into sci-fi stuff at all because I can still just do regular creative looks and regular makeup looks. And it is geared, I feel, more towards like TV. I'm just mixing and tapping on the sides. Towards TV and like film sets and stuff. And so I am very much, like I do have a goal. But I'm also open to still, you know, having a variety of stuff in my portfolio. Julie Ruby here on YouTube, she said something that made sense to me. She calls her Instagram page your grid. And she was saying, like, whatever it is you want to do, that's what you do. And she said in the beginning of her journey, she was just posting everything. And so she was getting a lot of gigs for like everything. And she said one day she realized she was doing a lot of makeup that she didn't want to do. So she would say, you know, just kind of have what you want to do like on your grid because that's what you're going to be known for. And so I've been looking at that. Which way am I going? And when I looked at my grid over the weekend, it is at a place right now where it is more graphic looks that are showing up versus regular looks. And so I think that my Instagram is going to just be collab looks, creative looks, and these are pretty. They dry down because it's feeling dry on my face, which is not a problem. I don't have a white. I have an Inglot white. I have, do I want to use that, or I think I'm going to pull out the Inglot white. Or I could just use glitter. Excuse me. This is from Graftopian, but I would have to clean it out because I was using this and a gray. Excuse me. We're going to use the Graftopian. What is this? Oh, this is a Graftopian glitter. I'm like, do I want to use that too? Yo, it is like so much stuff in front of me. I say always. We're going to take a lipstick applicator. And we're just going to like scoop out some of this gray. Oh man, it's dry. It ain't scooping. So I'm going to have to wet it to scoop it. I didn't bring any water over here. I guess we're not using this. This is me thinking. Hello. Oh, he must have been a handsome guy. Or I should say an androgynous handsome person. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Do I want to... Yeah, let's go with the Inglot white. Yeah, he must have been a very pleasant looking androgynous looking person. And we are going to put some Dora line in here. This is the English line. Thank you very much. This is not a religious channel, but thank you. We are an eclectic bunch, and everyone is welcome as long as there's respect for each other's beliefs and not trying to, we're not having the goal of trying to preach or convert people. I'll just say it that way. Well, I hope he's okay. Falling down steps is not a good thing. We're going to tap this on this palette because it's too much, it's too wet. This is the white Inglot. And well, hopefully he will be one day. And then his doctors are taking good care of him. Thank you all for being here. This brush is starting to fray, and so that's why the lines are not coming out straight. Why does that look like a monster trying to eat something? What is happening? What is happening? I'll put some more Dora line in here. Like, what is happening? You know what we're going to do? We're going to put some more of that blue in there. We're going to put this white down because... Not yet. We're going to put some more Dora line in here. I know I just said I wasn't, but we are. We're going to put some on the chin. Deceased? Okay. Something people don't like to talk about is that we are born to die. And it's just a fact of life. It is sad, though, when it happens because we miss the person and all of that. But it is a fact of life that some people would rather just pretend isn't a fact of life. It is sad though when it happens, for sure. I need this brush not to fray. That's what I need right now. So who in here wears makeup? And like, what are some of your go-to brands? That's what I would like to know. Let's have some makeup talk. This is the brush that had the blue on it. So what are some of your favorite makeup brands? Or like some of your favorite looks to do? We're tapping back into the blue with the brush that we use for the blue. That's interesting. To say the least. I am wondering, this interpretation of the Fool is a lot of fun. It is, and so I'm looking at, well, you know what the card looks like. How it's like a band. And so this is the band, and then the jewels are in the middle, but I'm wondering if I just want to put like glitter or something in there. I do want to do the jewels though, but I know it's going to be like What the hell is this? Because that's usually how it is. And the forehead is his face, and so I probably should have brought this down. Let's go back with this blue. Is that blue? We're gonna pretend it's blue. Because there's more like a gold in there. Huh. Yeah, there's... Okay. Thank you, Dawn. Y'all see if I'm looking at this picture like, and it's one of them things where you just gotta just go for it. Because that's the only way to get it done. Let's go for it. I know I'm quiet. Monday's live, y'all. I did say it's going to be members only. We're going to do scars. We're going to do bruises. And we're going to use fake blood. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I have notes on how to use the different products because I ain't never used these products before. And I am excited. I am very excited for it, for sure. So that's what we're going to be doing for the members. On this is not bright enough. I might have to do glitter. Or the gems, like I said, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to go with gems. So I need to stop doing these dots because is a gem gonna stick on the dot? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. This is fun to do, like just seeing what it's going to be. As if I'm not the one that's making it be what it be, right? Like this one I'm not really seeing. There's just a lot going on. I don't trust myself to try to draw a bird. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm with you on those two Dawns. Let me see. Dawn says Natasha, Blend Bunny, Adept, Bella Beauty Bar, Sydney Grace, Davina Cosmetics, and Unearthly and Nomad. Okay, so is there any that's not? Like, you know. Let me turn this fan off. Unearth Genesis says you ordered Nomad, but yeah, they're having a sale right now. And I was looking at them highlighters, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait and see if they're still gonna have them at the end of the year. I don't think this is gonna do what I wanted to do. This glitter. All right, y'all, we're gonna do gems. So, yeah, the golden one, the gold bronze one is the one that's calling my name. Oh, thank you, sir. He is a handsome dude. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream. Do I want to go in with gems right now? Because I feel like it's still more stuff to do on the face. And, like, are these gems gonna friggin' stick? That, my dear Watson, is the question. And I didn't need all these spatulas. I'll need them if I do glitter. Dawn is asking Alexandria, what are some of your favorites? We're going to use these ones. There is, this is the newer one that I purchased since I had sent Janessa a bunch. Like, I don't know what to do with these. But then when I learned how to work them, I'm like, oh, this is so easy. It does come with glue. And I did test them all with the pointer thing. And so hopefully today it will cooperate. Not the pointer thing, but the wax tip. So hopefully it will cooperate today. And Davina, then probably Nomad Blvd bar. Ah. You know what? I am glad that I put the glue there because I do see it when I turn. I am glad that I put that glitter there, or at least the mark there, because that's where I'm putting the glue. Because I want to think that the glue, that's the pretty color. This little strip right here. I haven't tried that shit. I haven't tried them either. A lot of brands I don't try. My lids don't tolerate pressed pigments, and so if they use pressed pigments for shadows, I just look the other way. And so honestly, I don't even look for new stuff, and that's why I kind of just stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. I know my tone was off. I know my issues. Yeah, so I kind of stick with the same stuff. Her singles are most used shadows besides Sydney Grace. All right, y'all. Hopefully this will work. So what color? I'm going with gold. Are some of these small? Yep. And they're facing different ways in here. So it's like I need you to... Ooh, that glue is sticky. That's good. I need them to face up for me to grab it. Oh, shoot. And that is not too much glue. That's what that is. Too much. Too much. Did I just take it off? Damn it. I just took it. The gems are against me. Probably because of the glue. Yeah, because now it's stuck to my finger. Can you stick to my face like that? Now I got glue on my finger. That's the only thing with trying to pick these up, is picking them up on the side that you need to pick it up on. So you can put it on your face or wherever you're putting it. Where's the tiny ones at? Give me some of the tiny ones. I will wait and hope she releases some of the shadows from the palette as singles to purchase. We're moving along here. This is a tedious process, y'all. Thank you for being here. And I do understand if you don't stay. But what I will say is that if you don't stay, come back later and fast forward to see the finished look. So that's my ask. This is not... Did I put glue there? This is not... Why are you not sticking to my face? The rest of them are sticking to my face. It's stuck there. And so that's my ask, because I multitask when I do watch videos, and it's usually on my TV, and so I'm like moving around doing other stuff. But if you are just sitting and watching, and you're like, okay, this is taking forever, I do understand if you go and come back later. There's no glue right there. Damn it. Where did I put... Oh. I do understand. This glue smells strong. All right, now are you going to stick? Seriously? Yep. So I'm moving these around in the container with my finger to try and get them to go the way I wanted to go, to pick it up, to put it on my face. This is interesting. Did y'all hear about y'all? And it's not a political channel either. Um, a fighter jet was struck down. A U.S. fighter jet was struck down. They found one of the pilots, and they're still looking for the other one. And so all of that, oh, they don't have the equipment. They don't have shit. Okay. Like almost everything else that he says. That's cute. I feel like I need something like right here though. So that was like one of the first things I saw when I put on MSN Now. Yeah, they shot down one of the U.S. fighter jets. But I am glad they found the pilot. They said it was in a rural area. So they're, and they had said that fighter pilots are taught, like when you know you're going down, you know, certain things that you do to minimize the damage. And then after you get away from the plane, did this fall off in here? That they're, you know, they know like what to do to try to evade getting caught type of thing. But Iran put out a message that they're offering a reward for any of their citizens who finds the pilot. So they're, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So the good news is that it is in a rural area. Yeah, but they are actively looking for him because there's the reward. That is nice. I don't want to put. We're gonna put blue in here. And so yeah. So he was talking all that trash, and we know it's trash. And we knew him sending people over there, people are going to die. You know what I mean? So it's just like, dude. And that's what I was upset about, because I'm like, he is literally playing with people's lives. And then you want to send in troops and all of that? Like, dude, this is not, you know, a walk in the park. Like, war is serious. And he's not taking it that way. I don't even think he can take it that way. Like, I really think it is something clinically wrong with him. I really do. I would prefer to use smaller ones, but the ones that are face up are the larger ones. So that's why we're using the larger ones. But I would prefer the smaller ones. Ooh, I like that. I kind of want to put gems on the line, but that would be way too much and too long. Not too much, it would be too long, because this is already... Is there glue right there? This is already going to be long. I don't think there's glue right there. Actually, 3 might be enough. Yeah, let's just leave that. All right. What color are we going to put in here? Because it all looks gold, but I do like how the blue is. Yeah, let's put blue in here. And need to see and touch. No look so far shopping. The magnetic minerals. I'm feeling like there needs to be another line in here because we did a double line on the other side. So let's do that. Hopefully this isn't dried out. Oh, just a little. Oh, just a little bit. It is. So I don't know how straight the line is going to be, but there we are. Cool beans. Do you have a Ross or TJ Maxx? You know what they do? They do have good deals, Alexandria. On luggage. Do I want to put one at the bottom? got mine eons ago from BJ's. So we're still gonna use that same blue turquoise shade. Oh man, it fell off. Whatever one this will pick up, because some of them are upside down. They keep falling off the tool. Yeah, so I'm past the point of disbelief in the stuff that man does. And more of just, it's a damn shame. Like you are literally playing with people's lives. Literally. And then he's trying to back out of this crisis that he created, this war he created. Talking about our allies just need to go in and get the oil. Dude, that's the law. I mean, that's a war crime. So he's trying to back out. Oh, that's pretty. It's not lined up, but that's pretty. Oh, I like that. I'm surprised Kohl's didn't have anything. I have not been in Kohl's in so freaking long. Actually, I don't even shop a lot. But I haven't been. This stuff is strong. The smell of this. Janessa, thank you for these prompts. Well, not the prompt, but the cards that you chose for me for inspiration. And I did the best I could last night, like not to panic. And so I was really thinking, like, how do I interpret the picture? You know what I mean? And which one really spoke to me as far as what it looked like? Because I like the strength one, but it didn't have a lot of colors in it. And so for that one, I was feeling like I would have been more literal. And I'm like, I don't know. And the same with the Emperor. But this one, because of the designs, and y'all know I love doing lines, I said we'll do this one. And I really like what it stands for too. Not only the full me knowing that I can be 100% Goof Troop sometimes, but then also how you interpreted that, or read it, I should say, for me. And I was like, yeah. And we the crazy troll nation. I'll be a crazy troll fool. I'm just kind of like, damn, because I really thought it was like a year and a half, going on a year and a half. It's only been a friggin' year. So in that sense, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I really do, because I really thought it was... Where's the glue? Oh. Gem down. The first gem down. And it's not so... Oh, you know what? It fell on my cloth here, which is great, because sometimes they fall on my clothes. Usually they fall on the floor. Then I'll be walking and be like, what's this shining on my sock? Maybe a gem. Where were we going with this one? I am really liking working with these. Yes, it's tedious as hell. This is what I should have been doing too, is pressing them. And I haven't pressed. Oh, this one's trying to fall off. Do you need more glue? Oh, shit. I was getting too comfortable. I was getting way too comfortable. Now I can't even pick up the gem with the picker. I got real comfortable. You're running around doing errands is as bad as grocery shopping. I can't even pick it up again with this thing. Why not? Are you stuck to my finger? Yeah. Thank you all for being here, because I know this is very tedious. That is cute. This is really cute. So I think we're just going to stick with these two colors. But I do want to, maybe we'll just do gem up and down. Overseas for work. This stuff smells strong. Something told me take out chili for dinner for today. And I'm like, no, I'm going to take out sauce. Y'all, when my neighbor came to visit me today, she brought me 2 small bags of Doritos. And I'm like, damn it, I knew I should have took out chili. Because sometimes I will heat up the chili, put it in a bowl, and then use Doritos. So that's what I will do tomorrow. You're not in the same place. Oh, don't be sliding these on your face. And if you do, do not put acid on your face afterward. That was such a dumb move. I was like, I don't know what. I was not thinking at all. Oh, where did you fall? I was not thinking at all. And I knew my skin was broken. But, yeah, that was, I'm like, you are so smart. I'm trying to find another one the size of the ones that's already on my face. Just one of y'all. 2 of y'all don't need to come up. Y'all, this is, they're like upside down all around. Thank you y'all for being here. I know I keep saying that, but I really do appreciate it because, I mean, I would watch I would run the whole thing, but again, I'd be multitasking, doing other stuff. But I feel like if I was just sitting to watch this, that I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'll come back later. That's really how I feel. So that's why I was saying, if you want to go, my ask is that, you know, you circle back later to see the finished look. Damn it. And it's falling where I don't know where it went. And the color of it, it does show up on my station. So let me lean, so if it does fall, it'll fall. Damn. I thought I had glue there, so that's the 3rd one. I don't know where. I thought I had glue there. Maybe I did not. Dion, if I didn't know better, I would think you want us to leave. No, I want y'all to stay. I just don't want to be boring. No, of course I love it when y'all stay. For sure. Because I love the company. Damn it. It was in my hand and that fell. So there's like 4 somewhere. And those were the larger ones too. The ones that I actually want to use. No, I don't want y'all to leave. I'm just grateful that y'all are here. This it's in the palm of my hand. I'm trying to get it where the rounded side is up so I can pick it up, and then it just fell back in my palm. Alright, there's glue on there now. I know I'm in y'all face. I'm leaning over my station. So there's like, well, I'll find them in like a couple weeks. Or never. This is cute. Janessa, I like this. I kind of wish I would have used a different color than gold in here, but I mean, it definitely is shining. But this blue or turquoise, I want to move this one against this yellow. I think, okay, wait a minute. I think that's really pretty. So let's take this one off. Are you going to pull off my makeup? Probably. Can I get it off? They do have tweezers for this, you know. Yo, that glue is strong. That sucker was stuck to my face. We're going to put that one here. Who had said that? Oh, Alexandra said that. Yeah, I read it and then looked to see who said it. And this is why I have different pricing for gems, because it turns into a time factor. where I can bust out a face in, 40, 45 minutes. They just want an eye look, 10, 15 minutes. This is not wanting to pick up. But, you factor in the equipment, the tools, the products, and time. This does not want to come off my hand. And it's not stuck to my hand. Shit. The old standby, right? Just, just use my hands and stick it to my face. Or pick up a different gem. And that one just fell. Okay, so we're going to get a brand new one. Yes. Y'all, this is fun. This is fun. And if I can remember where I put the glue. This is really nice. And I do really like these two colors together, as you can tell. Where's the glue? So can't see the glue. Oh, don't fall. No. I saw, and of course it was time-lapsed on Instagram a while ago. She did her whole, like almost her whole entire face. Where's the glue? Where's the glue? Ah! And I'm like, damn, like how long did that really take her to do? That's pretty. This is so pretty. I'm really digging this. I'm laughing at your comment, Alexandria. I know it probably sounds like that. I don't remember where I put the glue. Like I really don't. Ay, ay, ay. I really don't know. Right, I see glue right here. So it's got to be glue over here. Because I put four spots of glue. I'm trying to get at least the same size gems. Because the ones I want are like upside down and upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out. Was that Diana Ross that sang that song? Is Tanya in here? Because she know who sing every song. Why are the ones I want upside down? Listen, have y'all seen E.J. Johnson? Magic Johnson's son. Comparing himself to women. I'm just like, this one guy, it was so funny the way he said it. The gay community is not accepting him. The trans community is not accepting him because he's not claiming to be transgendered or pronouns he said he prefers is she or them. And so because he's kind of on the line, they were like, he wants the privileges of saying, he's a woman or better than women is what he said. But he doesn't want the work. And the work is even like the women's movement, the liberation movement, all of that stuff. They were like, he's privileged in that, his father is wealthy. So he can just jump in it without having skin in the game, as they say. I should have put the gold ones in there. But we already done did it. And so I was, this one guy, he had a southern accent. Y'all, he was just so smooth with it. Where am I going to put? And he was like, well, yeah, EJ, you're the baddest bitch in the room if you're the only one in the room. And his voice, he was just so, had a little southern drawl, and he's just like, well, yeah, if. And he was like, and why? Why are you competing with women? They are not competing with us. What are you doing? I was just like, oh my God. And I'm all for it, like, just be who you are, however you are. But that don't mean step on other people. And so that's what the problem has been, is he's putting down women. And some of the comments was nasty, like different ones I've saw in different places. They were like, you are 6'4", wear a size 16 shoe. They were like, how are you even thinking? And so, and from what I know personally, because I know people of different genders and non-genders and non-binary people, and there is no competition. And so that's the issue, is that he's putting down women. So it's like, why are you, like, we're not competing. And for me, clinically speaking, that's a sign of insecurity, when you really feel like you have to down somebody else to prop yourself up. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm venturing into team too much here with these gems. And I do want to speed things up, but like, what are you speeding up here? Like, and so that's what the contention is. It's like, why are you tearing down women? And that is a good question. So that's why I just think there's some insecurity on his part, because you can be who you are. Just like here we say, just be your authentic self, period. But to put down somebody else to make you look better, it's just like, you don't look better. You look a little insecure, in my opinion. Oh, that was 2 gems. Oh, man. Okay, I took the smaller one off. I'm surprised that came off that easily. And this one stayed. Yeah, so it's like nobody's really accepting him. Like, no one group is like, yeah, he with us, or she's with us, they're with us. They're just like, why are you putting people down? And that is a valid question. Some of these are so teeny tiny, and it won't come off. I remember when I first tried these with y'all, and it's like I couldn't get it to pick up. Now I can't get it to pick up one. Yo, this is... Oh, I dropped it. That's number 5 that bit the dust. Okay. There's plenty in here. What is your favorite aesthetic of makeup to do? Y'all know I like creative. Y'all know I like dark, grungy, gothy. I sprinkle in some ethereal here and there for variety. But what is your preferred aesthetic? That's the question. I think we're going to leave this side alone. What else? a way, like this, I don't like that this is blank right here. But I am okay with this being blank, believe it or not. Or maybe I'll put a few blues in between these two lines. But I'm actually okay, bold colors is Janet. Yep. I am actually okay with this being like this. And y'all know there was a time when I had to do the whole face. And maybe I'll put some gold ones. What color is this? Gold. I'll put some of these on the outside of here. And I'll put some blues in between here. And maybe I'll do a blue, like just, zigzag. But I'm actually okay, y'all. I really am. And that's rare for me because y'all know, y'all remember, it was like, girl, just stop. And I remember when I started practicing restraint, and Janet was instrumental in that. She would be like, okay, like, so too much. And so I do feel a sense of growth in that I'm okay with this being blank. Hooker clown hello Moses. And so through this journey, like I can feel changes within myself. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. As growing should. And if I can just like keep the gem in my hand so the picker picks it up, it is really a good feeling. Y'all, this is in my hand and it keeps flipping upside down. Can you cooperate? Can you pick up? It picks up and then falls rounded side up. I mean, yeah, rounded side down. Why are you not? Had to do all of that. I love your makeup though, Janessa. I do. And I was so glad that you found me and then for me to see you, because y'all know I live for different, and there's just so much of the same that it was just so refreshing. And even with the Art with Heart collab, like, yes, there's creative looks, but I knew you always gonna bring it, because some just do an eye look, whereas I tend to do face stuff. And there's a couple other ones. Leah, she'll do a whole face thing, and I forget what her name is. I don't know if it's Glitters and Stars. I kind of don't think so, but it might be. She tends to do a whole face, even if she just does like a metallic gray for her whole face, and then she does something a little graphic here or there. But she's one that always does do something other than just an eye look, and I really love that. And I was so glad when Janessa started joining in on the collabs, because I'm like, people need to see you. I can't see where the other glue is. Did I put? No, I did not. Okay. This is nice. So I'm trying to put it across from where another one is so that I'll remember where it is, because I can't see the glue. You definitely have to develop more restraint. Right, Janet? I would have never been like, we're going to leave that like that. Like, never. Like, what? No, we have to put stuff everywhere on the entire face. It's called face painting, not face sectional painting. This is not a sectional sofa. Like, we doing the whole thing. And I like the looks just as much. You know what I mean? I do like the Team Too Much ones. And I do think some of the looks I did, called for it. But I'm also, this is, it feels really good. It really does. And to know that somebody was telling me, one of our trolls was telling me how, like, she can see, like, how my technique has evolved. And y'all, it's tripping me out that it's only been a little over a year. I started this September 2025. And so, like, that really meant a lot to me when she said that, because, and then too, I was feeling like it was longer, but I'm like, damn, it's only been a year. And she was saying how she can see it, like in the looks that I do. Number 6 bit the dust. I don't know where the glue is over here. There's not any glue over there. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I remember when the first time I did, is Tanya in here? Tanya, hey, believe in yourself. How are you? Last night, Tanya had said she had posted in my community for a look. I went back as far as 2 weeks and I don't see a post from her. So Tanya, if you're in here, I wasn't on the glue. Like I'm not seeing your post on there. And I went back 2 weeks and I felt like you had just posted it because you said you had posted it. So I was thinking it was recent. But I went back 2 weeks and I don't see it. How are you doing tonight, Believe? Or this morning? Depending on where you are in the world. I always think of Eden when I say that, her being in New Zealand. But she said now she's in Australia for a little bit. The last time we chatted. I will say, what's weird, y'all, is even though my brows aren't done, like I'm okay with, like I really am. I want to put some blue ones in between here. I'm thinking if I want to put some blue ones out here, but I don't think so. I want to put some blue in between here. Just 2. There. I may have to buy more gems. Or not, because I have plenty. I have plenty. Because once these come off, these are going in the trash. And I'm not sure that they would need to. I wonder if I want to put, yeah, just 1. And 2. Yo, this glue is strong. Like the smell. I'm like, oh. Where was I? Okay. Man. This feels, it almost feels never ending. I have no idea if people reuse gems. The self-adhesive ones I do, like if they'll stick back on the paper, but because this has the glue on it. All right, we're gonna do a few blue in here. I wish that this picked up the self-adhesive, because then that would be a little bit quicker. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, at least it fell in here. Oh, there's one that fell earlier, and it was a big one, too. So, Janessa, is this looking like the Fool? Or an interpretation of the Fool? I'm trying to turn it upside, or right side up, I should say. And I could see it because it flipped upside down, so I see the silver backing on my carpet. But I need... Damn it. Damn it. I will post a picture of the full too, because then they'll understand some of the designs, or like why. Y'all, this I'm trying to pick it up off the palm of my hand. Jeepers. I am hungry. This one is definitely a bigger one. The bigger ones are upside down. Who in here has worked with gems before? I'm sure Janessa has, but like, who else in here has worked with gems? As you can see. Whew. And it's not even hard. It's just tedious. This is a little one. I wanted a bigger one, but I'm just going for what it'll pick up at this point. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that time lapse of when oh, she did her whole face. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't even know where that one went. What's that, like the 8th one that bit the dust? I need to find a case of gems that they're all the same size. That's what I would like to do, because I am wanting the larger ones for this look. Just for some continuity with the size. And as I use more things, I think of more things I want to get. Like, I didn't care before that these... This is so crooked. I didn't care. This is like for sure on a slant. And you know what? We're going to leave it. Oh my gosh. Hey Charlene, how are you? That is for sure on a slant, and that is okay. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing, Charlene, at this line of gems. Like, it's really just like on a downward slope. Where did I just put? Oh, right here. This is going to be interesting taking it off, because even when I took one off, like, the glue sticks. And even like on my fingers, like it does what it's supposed to do. This stuff is strong. That glue is strong. Well, I am putting it like right under my nose though too, right? Come on now. Come on, Jim, work with me. I want one bigger than that one, but you know what? Whatever we can get. We're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think that's kind of going to be it. I actually like this. Oh no! Is it with the pollen? The season's acting crazy. I have asthma as well. It's been good so far. And I know people that say, oh, I can't wait for summer, go outside. I'm like, oh, hell no. I'll be inside. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling better today? Yeah, it ain't no joke when you have trouble breathing. You need to breathe to live. Like, I need to breathe. Are you feeling better today? Oh, Kathy's waving at you. Kathy, you just came last night, right? Because I was going to say you're one of the newer trolls, but I didn't want to misspeak. But I feel like you just came yesterday. Where's the other glue? Somewhere right there. And I do appreciate you being here. A little better today. Good. That is good. Because it ain't no joke. Man, it ain't no joke. Is it because of the pollen? Or is it just something else? Yeah, I was telling them earlier, my neighbor came to visit me for a little bit. And we weren't, she was sitting on the left seat and I was sitting over on the sofa. And at one point I was like, damn it. That's like number 9 that bit the dust. I told her, I said, I can smell your perfume. I said, you know what? No, it's not your perfume. It's your lotion or your soap. And she was like, it was the soap because it didn't smell strong. And so that's how I knew or believed that it wasn't perfume. And she was like, I'm sorry. I said, no. So I opened my balcony door and turned the fan on over there. I think we're going to leave that. So how are we looking? Yeah, the pond. We had a day where it was like 81 degrees and then it dropped down and then we had a thunderstorm that night. And so that cleaned everything off momentarily. But I feel like we're done, y'all. Janessa, is this reminiscent of the Fool? I really like this right here. I like this right here. I like this right here. I like this right here. When we put the blue inside. This is just like whatever. But I think this is going to be it. Like, what do y'all think? And this is rare for me because I really feel like I'm done. And I'm like, y'all know I would have never. This is my favorite part. This right here. And this part. You know what it is? It's that gold gem powder with the blue gems. And I do like this too. These gems just aren't that noticeable. I love this design right here. Like this. All right, y'all, we are done. I got a lot to clean up because these done dried. Remember it was running earlier. But I really feel like I'm done because I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, I can just, mix some glitter and mix a medium and just glitterize this. But then the other part of me is like, girl, you good. And I feel weird because y'all know I would do all the things. A lip. What are we going to do for a lip? And that'll be the last thing. You know what would have been good for right now? Oh, thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Kathy. What would have been great is if I had that MAC lip eraser thing to just completely blank out the lip. But then I probably would have put jewels on the center in the middle. So we just have a lip to do. Do we want to do this for the lip? I'm thinking this for the lip because it'll tie into those colors. That's what I'm telling myself. This has glue. Y'all, that glue ain't no joke. I'm not going to be able to reuse these gems. And even when I picked one off my face, the glue was like, and then it snapped back. Like this is some strong adhesive. That one is nice as that. Hopefully it is really close to those blue gems that we've been using. So this is me just wiping off some of the lip oil. I'm not gonna line my lips. I'm gonna shake it up. This is Spectral Seas from. I kind of want to put one like right here. I'm gonna do it, and that'll be the last thing for real. And I done put my picker away. I'm surprised I'm okay with this. Oh my gosh, the growth I have made in a year. felt like it was like 2 years, y'all. Damn. I did a lot in the friggin' year. Wow. I was really thinking it was going on like 2 years. I mean, like 2.5 years, actually. So it has not even been a full year. Damn. September will be a year. Damn. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months? Damn. Feels like it's been like over 2 years. 7 months. Y'all done a lot in 7 months. Damn. The lip. Damn. Like, I'm really like, I'm gonna leave it on for like long enough for me to clean up my station. I don't leave like this. I don't leave one long. Okay, this will work. I'm asking myself, is this how it smelled before? I don't think so. It smells like burnt toffee. And another one smelled like that, and I tossed it because it... Or is this the one? Because there was one that always smelled like burnt toffee, but for some reason I don't think it was this bright blue. Hey, Grace. I don't think it was this one, though. But there was one that did smell like burnt toffee. Like since day one. I'll be forgetting this has pink sparkles in it. Kathy saying hi to you, Grace. Grace is probably editing videos or shorts. She is a hustler of all hustlers here on YouTube. I be wondering, like, when the hell did she sleep? I think it works. And if not, we're gonna pretend it does. I do think it works. You know what? That does work. I'm glad I kept that because there was a time. But what? I need to smell all of these because there was only one that ever smelled like burnt toffee. So now I'm gonna go through smelling them all. Not right now though. But this is our look. I don't have a gold, but I can make a gold for sure. I could do that. I could do that. Oh, here's one of the gems. Where do you go? Why do you look purple? It is purple. Why is there a purple gem on my whatchamajigget? We didn't even use purple. All right. Palette. Oh, here's another one. I'm gonna be finding gems for days. At least it's on my station. I could use it for another time. With the ones on the floor. Okay, so I will use this gem powder, which means putting some more mixing medium in here. Or do I want to put it, is this flexible? It is flexible. So I'm gonna put some more mixing medium in here. Thank you, Kathy. But you know, YouTube is temperamental. Yeah, sometimes it notifies people and sometimes it don't. Like, that's why sometimes I don't even say anymore, like, put your notifications on, because that's not going to guarantee that they're going to be notified. I think I might need to put this on a palette. So what I'm doing is scraping some up on the mascara wand, but it's not enough in here. It's not enough mixing medium, or that was a good idea, Janet, or the gem powder. So put some more gem powder in there. And this shade is, oh, you didn't either, Kathy? Well, oh, you was on it. And again, this shade is Topaz. Let me not dump it upside down. Yeah, I was filming shit. I figured you were. I'm like, she a hustler of all hustlers on YouTube. I don't care what nobody say. And there's a lot of channels that do like one video a week. Grace got multiple stuff going up every day. It'll be a long form or a short or this or that. And she has 3 different channels. So I'm like, girl, when do you sleep? And even though I'm here, this is not as flexible as I thought. I'm trying to bend it into the. All right, this ain't gonna work. So we are going to put mixing medium on my palette and put some of the gem powder on the palette. And move these brushes. Excuse me. We ain't even used these before, so these can go back home. You know, let me put the gem powder on first so that the liquid just doesn't run everywhere. All right. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we will make more. I am really excited, y'all, about what we're going to do for Monday for our members only. Because that's going to be something completely new for me, for sure. And so it'll be us experimenting and me learning the new products. I put too much mixing medium, so I got to put more gem powder on it. Hey, Tanya, I sang it. I dropped it, and there's like 2 separate patches on my pants. Oh, and it don't scoop up; it just smeared. Oh my! I was trying to scoop it in. I'm tapping it onto the palette. Oh my! Yeah, she's the hustler of all hustlers. I think I still need more gem powder on here. So this is what, maybe not, this is what the spoolie's looking like. So the palette's looking like. So what we're going to do also, the Lancome Sills Booster Mascara Base. Hopefully this will give us something to stick to. And I didn't use this before when we made the yellow. And it stuck pretty well. Ooh. I forget what we used. I think it was, it might have been Chrome Yellow, a pressed eyeshadow that we used. I don't really remember. All right, so this is kind of wet. And so I am just going all around everywhere. To the bottom first. Ooh. So that's how you make mascara. If you're using a pressed eyeshadow, just scrape some onto a palette, put a mixing medium in it. I think though this is blending in. I'm wondering if we should have did a blue. And we're turning this as we're going around in circles. I see it over here, but in here it's kind of blending in. To my complexion. That was a good idea though, Janet. How is this on my hand? I don't know. And so this is why, even though I do want other color mascaras, I'm like, I can just make whatever color I want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can only see it like over here. I do see it on the bottom. I'm not seeing much in here. Ah, my shoulder just popped. Oh my gosh. Damn. And it was a slow pop. It was almost like it was like slowly trying to dislocate, where usually it's like, it'll just like snap. And sometimes it's audible. When I do this, I can see it. Oh! Whoa! Look at what Janet did. Damn it, Janet, you did a good thing. Oh! Okay. Ah. Awesome, Janet. I just... So right now I'm just smearing it into my pants and into my shirt, and I'll put these in the wash. Oh, I found the gem on my pants. What color are you? Purple. Why? I didn't use purple. So we're going to put this home in the purple. There's 2 purples I found. We ain't even use purple. All right, y'all, we're going to go. I do think the lip works. This is Topaz. It's a Mayron Precious Gem Powder. And I have a bunch. And I also have a bunch of their glitters. I wish the glitters had a sifter. They don't. It's those just... And that's why I took out the spatulas so that I can just scoop some out and put it where I wanted it and then mix it with the mixing medium. These have sifters. But also this is a thicker formula. The glitters is just, girl. It just... I had put some in here thinking that would help. Where'd I put it? I put some in the smaller, I put it in this container because it has a sifter, but it's still, like, look how loose that is. And when I used it, it just poured. Like, you see how quick that moves? I was just like, man. So having the sifter in here didn't even make a difference. It just poured out like rain. So I've learned just scoop some out instead of trying to pour it. Whereas with the Precious Gem, thank you, Charlene, I can turn it upside down and tap it, which is what I did. I do like those better. Of course, the glitter is more shiny, it's more sparkly. So it'll depend on, you know, what look I'm trying to do. But I really do like the gem powders because they're easier to work with. And it's because it's a thicker formula. But if you want something that's shining, 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 then you're going to want the glitter. So this is what it is. And I am still surprised that I'm okay with this being blank. Like I really am. And so I am a fool. Let me read to you again what that means. First is the Fool. This card is all about new beginnings, taking a leap, trusting in the universe. This made me think of you, Janessa, talking to me, really jumping into my pro MUA business and committing to the adventure. And Janessa, it's only been 7 friggin' months. And I'm feeling like it's been years. And I think it's because I've done so much in these 7 months. I'm just like, girl. Thank you, Kathy. This is restraint right here. And this is still tripping me out. Because if you look back on my earlier troll play looks, I have a troll play playlist. I was insisting on doing the whole face. Like there was not a space that was not going to be covered with something. And so I learned to, and Janet helped me learn to just practice restraint. I don't need to do all the things all the time. And it does feel good to learn and to grow. And there are times I do want to do all the things. And in times like now, I really feel like I'm done. And that's amazing to me. And so thank you, Janet, for helping me, reminding me to practice restraint. And thank you, Janessa, for the inspiration cards. I did love all 3 of them, but the Fool just stuck, just hit me some kind of way. And so, yeah, so that's going to be it for this live stream. And thank you also, Janet, for the mascara, because that was a good idea that I did not think about. And so we're going to go for now. Members only. Is today Thursday? What's today? I don't want to touch my phone. If it's Thursday, yes, Tanya, that's restraint, the sparsity. I feel like it is Thursday. Yeah, it is Thursday because my VA appointment was yesterday. So Monday, hey, Cookie Monster. My grandfather used to call me Cookie. How are you doing today? Today is Friday. Yeah, because we didn't do Wednesday because of my appointment. So Monday is a members exclusive live stream. We're going to play with creating scars, bruises, and we're going to be using fake blood. I have done bruising before, but not with the actual thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun, experimentation, and I'm excited to get started on that part of the journey, just having more things in my proverbial toolkit to do if somebody asks me for something. But yeah, I'm really liking it. So we're going to what thank you, Cookie Monster. So we're going to go for now. So members, I will see you Monday. For everyone else, if you want to be here Monday, join the membership, $2.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. But do click join because it'll show you the perks. And if the perks appeal to you, then go ahead and join. We would love to have you. And we are having just a public live stream Tuesday. Myself and Janessa J. Champagne, who's in the chat now, the one who picked the inspiration cards for me. And I have another live next week, Thursday. In between days where there's no live streams, there is a video that goes up. Not on Sundays, though, for whatever reason. But yeah, so there's something every day. So go ahead and subscribe. And then I should pop up in your feed for live streams and for just regular videos. And so I appreciate all of you being here. I'm just loving like this right. Y'all know I'm meant to do that again sometime. Yeah, we really want to go now. We did not do the intro, but part of the intro was self-acceptance and self-love. And so as always, you have a good night, Charlene. All of you have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is where you are. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.